We have studied level surface, we have studied level line, then horizontal plane, vertical plane, then datum surface or a line, then reduced level. Okay. So what is datum surface? The Here in leveling we measures the vertical height of a different points or a object on the surface. Okay, and for that, to measure the vertical heights we need some reference. That reference is nothing but the datum line. Okay, you got it. Then what is RL? That if we measure the vertical distance of some point from our reference line, that is datum line, then that distance is called as reduced level. It is called as the distance is called as reduced level. That is nothing but the vertical distance of this point from the datum surface. Now the question is, why we need the vertical distances of different point on the earth surface? One thing known to you, that is from RL. Okay, from vertical distance. If I am saying that this is the datum, okay, and from this datum there is a one point which is at a 90-meter distance, then in that line another point which is at 100-meter distance, this is a 90-meter distance, this is at 100-meter distance, some point is at 150-meter distance. Okay, so from that what I am getting? I am getting the nature of the ground, nature of that ground. Okay, how is that ground? This ground is, I can say this is the rising ground. Okay, if I say there is another point again on a line whose RL is, that is whose vertical distance from the datum is 90 meter, then I can say there is a falling gradient. Then means by measuring vertical distances of different point, we come to know nature of the ground, that is nature of the earth surface. Okay, so at some places earth surface is at lower elevations, at some point it is at higher elevation. Okay, so we come to know these undulations of the earth surface by knowing these vertical distances of different point on the earth surface. Okay, by knowing this RL of different points on the earth surface, that is its vertical distance from the some datum, we come to know how is that earth surface. Okay, so you can say like that, we can by the eye we can see some portion is above, some portion is below. Okay, but can you see from here? If I ask you, how is your village or how is your town is at what level from the datum surface? Can you tell me from here? Because you cannot see, you cannot compare this point and that point. If you know, if I tell you that RL of Amravati, that RL of some point in Amravati, that is point of our college in Amravati, at some RL of 300 meter, that is, so that point in the Amravati is at a distance of 300 meter from the datum. Okay, and suppose I am saying that some point in the another town, suppose if I say it is in Delhi, it is at 600 meter RL. Okay, then you can say that Delhi is at higher elevation from Amravati. This is for example I am telling you. Means from this RL we come to know which point is higher and which point is lower. Then what is need of this? If we have to construct a road, if we have to construct a road, thus if such a undulated surface is there, then does we construct road like this? Whatever the surface we are getting, like that we are constructing the road? No. We are constructing road and like this. Okay. So we are constructing road at some fixed area. That is, our road should be plain. So what we decide? We can decide one level of the road, and then we can find out the portion which is above that surface we have assumed or we have considered for our road, and the portion which is below that our assumed level. Okay, this is the portion we have to fill, this is the portion we have to cut, this is the portion we have to cut. So again, this is the portion we have to cut. Like that we can decide. And how it can be possible? It can be possible by knowing the area. If we are constructing a road from some city Nagpur to Mumbai, okay, then can we just on the plan of that our state, we can just mark like, okay, here is the Nagpur, here is the Mumbai, and this is the alignment for the road. Can we do like that? No. Why? Because there are many rivers coming here, there are some hills are coming in that path you have selected blindly. So road cannot be constructed through hills, through any valley. So we have to see the map, topography map of that area. From that we will get idea of that part. How can we get idea that is that portion is hilly or is that portion is like valley? Okay, and this idea we can get by knowing the RL of different points. By knowing the distances of all these points from the datum, we can know which point is at higher elevation, which point is lower elevation, and then we can decide path for the road. If there is some valley coming, we can cross that valley. We can change our route like that. If there is some hill is coming, then we can change our route like that. Again, if there is any town is there, any cities coming there, then again we can change our alignment like that, and then we can finalize our route. And all this we can do by knowing the undulations of the ground. For that we need leveling. Again, what is the application of leveling? If we have to select any site for the construction of dam, then how should be that site? If there are two areas, one is plain, another is hilly, and another is like valley, which area you will select for the construction of the dam? Okay, there are many other factors, but for if there are three locations where we can construct a dam. For one location, nature of ground is like this. From another location, nature of ground is like this, like hill, and another location, nature of ground is nearly plain. Then, which location you will select for the construction of dam? Definitely, you will select this location because here we can store water because it is naturally available for surface. So here we can store water. So we will select definitely this area. If we select this area, then what? Then we have to excavate all this. Again, if we select this, then we have to excavate all, and then project cost will be more, or maybe it is impossible. Okay. So for the selection of any engineering project, we need to know what is the nature of the ground at that particular location. Okay, and how will come to know nature of ground? By knowing the RL of different points on that surface. So again, if we have to another application, if we have to construct one suppose pipeline, okay, so there we want that water should flow under gravity. Okay, so how you will select the profile of the pipe? You will definitely select profile of pipe like this, so that water through this pipe will flow through gravity. Okay, so for that we need the RL of different points. We have to keep this point at higher elevation and this point at lower elevation, so that our water can flow under gravity. So these are the different engineering application for selecting various sites, for laying pipelines, for constructing road, for calculating this. Suppose this is as I told you, for the road, what is the excavation or quantity of earthwork we have to do, that we have to cut this portion, we have to fill that portion. What is the quantity required, we can calculate with the help of by using a leveling. Okay, so you got one thing, there is a one datum surface from which we measure the heights of different points. Another thing is, we know the RL. What is RL? Reduced level height of that particular point, that is vertical distance of that particular point from the datum. So as I told you earlier, in India we have assumed the mean sea level at Karachi as a datum. From that datum we have calculated the height of different points in our India. Suppose then what we have did, we have measured the vertical distances. Okay, vertical distances I have told you. How do we measure the vertical distance? There is an instrument called leveling. This is after leveling it will give us one horizontal line. That line will be always give you horizontal plane with respect to nature of the ground. Okay, so suppose if this is the point at mean sea level, we have measured the vertical distance of this at that point. Then we have measured the vertical distance of some other point here. If we have find it out, if the here the staff reading is 2 meter and if here the staff reading is 1 meter. Okay, then what is the distance of this point from our mean sea level? That is nothing but this is 2 meter minus 1 meter, because this is horizontal line. Then this is, hence we can see 1 meter, and that vertical distance from the datum is nothing but the RL of this point. Okay, again, then by shifting this instrument to another location like here, okay, then we can find out reading at this point and another some point at higher location. Okay, again we can find out the difference between these 2 points, vertical distance between these 2 points, and then we will get some, again we get some vertical distance, and suppose this is again, I assume this is again 1 meter. Then what is the RL of this point? The RL of this point is 2 meter. RL of this point is RL is equal to 2.0 meter with respect to mean sea level. Okay, like that we can find out the RL of different point. So every time we cannot go to the mean sea level at Karachi. If we have to do some any engineering project, and for that we need the RL. We have marked certain points. We have marked the distance of different points in different places. That is nothing but the RL. Okay, RL of, suppose this is one point. Suppose this point is in Delhi, and we have marked the RL at some this point in, suppose this point is near India Gate, and we have find it out the RL of this point. There is some point in Mumbai. We have find it out RL of that point near Gateway of India. Suppose we have find out RL of this point. which is what is RL, vertical distance from the datum, all over the different cities in India. Okay, and that points of known RL, okay, is called as benchmark. What is benchmark? Benchmark is the point of known RL. The point of reference, fixed point of reference means the point whose RL is known to us. Okay, that point is known as benchmark. So we have marked this benchmark all over the country. So there are different benchmark, different types of benchmark. Here we can we study. One is called as GTS benchmark. Then what is this GTS benchmark? This GTS means Great Trigonometric Survey. Okay, this is the survey done by Survey of India Department, and it is named as a Great Trigonometric Survey. This is done to fix the RL at different cities, at different points all over the India, so that it can be used to find the RL of different points around that city. Okay, so it is for if we have to do surveying in Nagpur, then we don't need to go to the Karachi. We need to find out where is the nearby GTS benchmark. Where is the GTS benchmark marked by Survey of India Department, which they have marked with reference to mean sea level at Karachi. Okay, we know it is marked in the catalog prepared by Survey of India Department, and they have given at various locations where they have marked this GTS benchmark and what is the RL of that point. Okay, it is available with their catalog, so we can use for our reference to find the RL of different points. Okay, then this benchmark fixed by Survey of India Department is known as GTS benchmark. Okay, then another type of benchmark is permanent benchmark. What is another type of benchmark? Permanent benchmark. Okay, PBM. This is also called as PBM, permanent benchmark. Okay, so various departments are there: irrigation department, PW department, railway department. Okay, they always do some engineering works. For that, they need to know the RL of different points. So they have mark benchmark for their reference by using GTS benchmark. For what is the reference for permanent benchmark? GTS benchmark. They have marked the RL at some points where they need to do work frequently. Suppose there may be one office of PWD. They will mark it at the plinth level of PWD. And also one more important thing for the benchmark. These benchmarks are marked like that. It should not get easily disturbed. Okay, if these GTS benchmark they have marked by doing survey from Karachi. Okay, if this benchmark they have marked by doing survey from Karachi, if they mark it from on some stones or some point, okay, that point some brick pillar and somebody while moving on the road kick that pillar and then it get break, then then what will happen to that GTS benchmark? It is not like that. They have marked this benchmark and they have made it safe by doing some special construction by hiding that at some locations so that they cannot get easily disturbed. Okay, and from likely that, like that permanent benchmark is marked from GTS benchmark. Okay, so every time you need not go to the GTS benchmark. Okay, so various departments, such as suppose for example PW department, they have marked for them permanent benchmark at some they have some office building at plinth of their office, at some plinth level of their office they have marked some point as a permanent benchmark for permanent benchmark, and this benchmark RL of this benchmark they have fixed from the GTS benchmark. Okay, so if we have to do surveying Amravati and our GTS benchmark, if suppose it is in Nagpur, then we need not to go every time to the Nagpur. Okay, we can take the reference as a this permanent benchmark market Amravati. The next type of benchmark is arbitrary benchmark. Arbitrary benchmark. Okay, here what is arbitrary benchmark? If we have to do small work, suppose we have to do some work in our college. Okay, for that suppose we have to just do the flooring. Okay, so for flooring we need to give some slope. We have to give some slope to the flooring. If we have to just give some slope to the flooring, then we just need to do survey of small area. Let it be 50 meter by 50 meter, 100 meter by 100 meter. For that, what is our purpose for this small work? Just we have to find out the point at higher elevation and point at lower elevation. Okay. So for that, we don't need to go to this GTS benchmark or permanent benchmark. Here we can assume arbitrary some benchmark. Some if there is any fixed object here, if suppose there is any what we can say any pillar or any culvert here, we can assume that a permanent point at nearby place as a benchmark, and we can assume its RL, and we can assume its RL arbitrary as a 100 meter, 200 meter like that, and then we can find the RL of the point required. Okay, for doing small work. Okay, so arbitrary assume benchmark. So what is arbitrary benchmark? We assume RL of some fixed point. This is some fixed point, and we assume its RL. Then it is called as arbitrary benchmark, and it generally we assume for a small work. Okay, got it? So what are the types of GTS what are the types of benchmark? One is GTS benchmark established by Survey of India department. Again, this is permanent benchmark established by different government departments. Okay, and then next is the arbitrary benchmark. It is we assume the RL of some fixed point for our work. It is called arbitrary benchmark. And the last one is the temporary benchmark. Temporary benchmark. What is this temporary benchmark? If suppose we are doing the surveying from one city to another city, okay, that suppose that leveling work we cannot finish in a one day. Suppose we are leveling from Amravati to Nagpur. Okay, we have to fix some alignment for a new road from Amravati to Nagpur. So we have fixed some alignment and we have to find the level of at different points of this alignment. So can we do this work in one day? No, not possible. So it will take a number of days. If we start work from day 1 from Amravati, then from in one day we can only cover some 10 or 20 kilometers. After doing a work for a whole day, we stop the work in the evening when the daylight is less. We stop our work. So if we don't calculate or here we don't mark what is the RL of this point we got with respect to point from this point. We started from Amravati, then what will happen? If we want to mark the RL of this point at some fixed location, at some permanent location, then after waking up in the morning, we will search for that point. Where is that point? And we will not get easily. So, taking the work for a day or at the end of day's work, we mark that point at some permanent location like at the root of tree or some culvert. Okay, that benchmark is called as temporary benchmark. Okay, here we have marked that benchmark temporarily at the end of day's work. So it is called as temporary benchmark. Got it? What is the difference between arbitrary benchmark and temporary benchmark? This is arbitrary assumed benchmark of some fixed point for a small work. And this is at the end of day's work, we mark the RL of point at some permanent location like root of tree or some culvert. Okay, so that from the next day we can start the work from that point. That point is called as a temporary benchmark. Got it?